never possessed me or controlled me. She will only protect me from anti-spiritual elements coming near me. But as far as the spiritual side, she will get every best things and provide for me. And she will make sure when every day I meet whoever I need to meet, whether Ram Surat Kumar, Annamalai Swamigal, she had her own schedule and internal mechanism kind of a thing, support system. It was literally like a university, spiritual university. Arunachala is living spiritual university. She will make sure I learned the Saiva Siddhanta from Panduranganar, my Saiva Siddhanta Acharya. There was one elderly woman, Kanagammal. She is the disciple of Ramana Maharshi. She wrote commentary on all the Ramana Maharshi's works. So Kuppamal will make sure I learn all the lessons from Kanagammal and Annamalai Swamigal, Sadhu Om. I tell you, that whole ecosystem, oh God.
Today's powerful cognition I wanted to share with you all is Smaranat Mukti Arunachalam. Just remember Arunachala. You are liberated. Sit with this powerful cognition. You will manifest any power you want. Just remember, Arunachala is not only my Guru, he is your Guru also. Your Guru is Arunachala. Just remember, Arunachala is your Guru. Remembrance of Arunachala is liberation. Remembrance of Arunachala is liberation. Sit with this one powerful cognition. Now, chant the Mahavagya intensely. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now let me come back to this story. He showed all the grahas and taught me the whole thing. Then after everything was done, he just moved the hand. I don't know whether he brought me back to this planet Earth or he sent the grahas back to their place. Everything was normal. And it was too much, I tell you. I was in awe. Anyhow, the whole knowledge transmission was done. Then I asked him, Swamiji, did you take me there and showed the planets, or did you bring the planets and showed me here? He laughed and said, hey, I brought them here. See, I saw 9 stones on the floor. He was laughing. He was trying to tell me that, hey, through these stones only I taught you, I brought them here. I said, then what was happening there? If the grass are not there, what would have happened to the world, planet Earth? If somebody looks up, if the sun is not there, what will happen? He laughed and said, I froze the time. Nobody was allowed to look up. Please understand. I am telling as it happened. That's why I told him, please, you reveal, you utter the right words. I wanted the whole thing to be integrated. In integrity, with integrity. Let complete integrity be maintained with Paramashiva. He laughed and said, I froze the time so nobody can look up. Till the whole thing was happening, it was too much. I asked him, can I take these 9 stones? I wanted to keep them in my puja. He laughed and said, why just these stones? I'll install them. I'll put them in a land which will be later on, can be beautiful temple. He just blinked his eyes. Both of us were sitting in a place where now the banyan tree is planted in Tiruvannamalai Adinam. That is precise spot. That was the spot. He put all the 9 stones and we both were suddenly sitting there. We just disappeared from the temple and appeared here. And he pushed all the 9 stones on the ground and said, this place will radiate the powers of Navagrahas. Later on, you will understand why I did this here. Of course, maybe after decades, many years, we got that property. Now the ashram is there. When I went back, I know that is the property. That is the reason I put Navagraha Vanas there. Nakshatra Vana in that area for all the grahas and nakshatras to be present and bless everyone. Whoever goes and sits and meditates on Arunagiri Yogeshwara there, with the powerful cognition of Paramashivoham, Arunachala will bless. Arunagiri Yogeshwara will bless. Paramashiva will bless and liberate all of them from all the malefic effects of planets. Go and sit in that Navagrahavana, Nakshatravana, and meditate on the powerful cognition. Do samyama on the powerful cognition. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. You are Paramashiva. Chanting Mahavakya. Do samyama. And be humble to Navagrahas. Be humble to Navagrahas. You will be blessed, liberated. No malefic effects will touch you. You will be free from all malefic effects and you will be only blessed and supported and blessings will be showered on you. Understand? On this auspicious occasion, Chitra Paurnami Day, today is actually the anniversary of Tiruvannamalai Adinam, Adi Annaamalaiyar, Adi Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham. Formally we inaugurated on 19th April 2008. So 11 years over and 12th year beginning. But actually, this Adinam was planned by Arunagiri Yogeshwara himself. Understand? Multiple incidents and stories and happenings I can reveal, which has happened in this very land. Now our Adinam is standing, connected to me and Arunagiri Yogeshwara. This Adinam was personally planned by Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Once he told me very clearly, we need to have his Jiva Samadhi in the land which is going to be available for us to do the worship and all the meditation and all the rituals. With that declaration, he brought me to this very land, and under that Vanni tree, he sat and had Jiva Samadhi and showed, this will be my Jiva Samadhi, and I will continue to be available here. We will have the future ashram here. Understand, that is why in 2000, when I settled in the body and wanted to start the public life, first thing I did, went to that place and discovered that place, means reconnected with that place and took photographs there. In 2000, Chitra Purnami, I sat in that very property and place and took photographs. We have them. Understand? It's a long, proper planning by Arunagiri Yogeshwara has become reality now as this Adinam, revival of Adi Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham. This place has too much of sacred things associated. Too many wonderful things have happened. Devi Parvati, when she came to Tiruvannamalai to do tapas, to get the half of Paramashiva, to become the Ardhangini with Paramashiva, Ardhanarishwara with Paramashiva. Paramashiva asked her to go and be with the Gautama Maharshi and do tapas. So this was the place. Gautama Ashram was there. Even now Gautama Maharshi's Samadhi is there just opposite to our ashram. So this was the place where Parvati, Parashakti, stayed with Gautama Maharshi and did her tapas and became one with Paramashiva, experienced oneness with Paramashiva and became Ardhangini, Ardhanarishwara. Understand? Too many wonderful things have happened in that place. That is why that has become now the center for the revival of Adi Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham. And beautifully Paramashiva has organized everything. Exactly the land came to my Purvashram family, my uncle, and exactly he bought it and kept it and handed over the property to us on proper time. And I wanted to thank him, Sri Soundaramaiah, and the whole family, his father Banu Nainar, and the whole family for doing this wonderful work of keeping the property properly and handing it over, donating it to start the revival of Adi Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham. The whole ecosystem of Arunachala is such an amazing, ecstatic ecosystem. I have so much to tell. Now it is time I'll start revealing. And I tell you, as living representative of Paramashiva, I am blessing and making the Satya Sankalpa. From today, the whole Adi Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham, Arunachala Sarvajnapeetham, the enlightenment ecosystem manifested by Paramashiva himself will revive in a very powerful way in that whole place beautifully with all the auspicious things, and beautifully the enlightenment ecosystem will flower, will be revived, which is manifested by Paramashiva himself, will be now revived by Paramashiva himself.
Tiruvannamalai is such a beautiful ecosystem where many of these gurus of different dimensions of Hinduism who have mastered that dimension. I tell you, the mastery
Yogananda Puri had on yoga is extremely powerful, amazing. I don't think any other human being can master yoga to that level where he will just tie the iron steel thread on his chest. He will inhale and tie that and exhale, and that thread will go to pieces. Mastery of pranayama and yoga. It is not that he has done this only once. He has done this multiple times in multiple stages. He had 43 heart attacks when he was in the deathbed, and he did not die. Hospital said that we can't even understand what is going on in him. He stops the heart and starts. After half an hour, they got frightened. So they sent him home. In the home, he said, all right, this is the time I'm going to leave the body, and he left the body. He's beyond any medical science. He's beyond any medical science. He taught me the knowledge of becoming Kayakalpa Degi. Means even when you leave the body, it will not rot, it will not deteriorate. See, the whole spiritual revelation was done to me by Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Making it as a practical expertise was done by Raghupati Yogi in yoga tradition. In Siddha tradition, Isakki Swamigal. So, I had a very powerful ambience, beautiful ecosystem. That is what I am struggling to reproduce. I think with the grace of Paramashiva, I will make it happen. With the grace of Ganapati, Paramashiva, Kailasas, gods and goddesses, I will make it happen. All the great beings, experts, masters in each field was available to me. Same way in Vedanta. I can't even imagine somebody beyond Annaamalaiyar Swamigal in Vedanta. He can just sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Sahaja Samadhi forever. Unbroken Sahaja Samadhi. The most powerful unclutching, most powerful unclutched being I've ever seen is Annaamalaiyar Swamigal. Even when his eyes are open, you can look into his eyes and see that he is unclutched. He is in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Only in his eyes I realized anybody can come in front of him, there will not be any expression in his eyes. He will be just seeing, but there's no reaction from inside. Such pure Nirvikalpa Samadhi. One side, the great Siddha, Isakki Swamigal. The other side, great Yogi, Yogananda Puri. The other side, great Shakta, Tantric, Acharya, who achieved Parashakti, Kuppammal, Vibhudananda Puri. The other side, Annaamalaiyar Swamigal. I tell you, all these people, all of them were completely in sync with the other. Nobody had ego clash. Because fortunately all of them are experienced beings, not just intellectual. Even the Shivacharyas who taught me in Tiruvannamalai temple, they were all in so much respecting all these gurus. They were all in so much sync. And Panduranganar, who taught me whole Shaiva Siddhanta, he was so much in sync with all of them. Actually, one guru will drop me in other guru's class. See, I had the habit. From the time I know me, every morning when I wake up from the bed, I will not immediately open the eyes. I will walk closing my eyes outside the house from where I can stand and see Arunachala. Only after coming and standing there, I will open my eyes. The whole family knows. First thing I see will be Arunachala. Night also, before going to bed, I'll come and stand outside and see the Arunachala and close my eyes and go as close with closed eyes inside and just sleep on my that mat. Even now, I do the same. Of course, now through web camera. That's my lifestyle. Understand? Anyhow, listen. People who lived in Arunachala, they know what I am talking. That half an acre land in Pavalakkundru, my gurus made a beam memo. They call it beam memo. Anubhava Badhyadai, and small building they made where I used to live. When people call me for healing or spiritual support, 2 betel leaf, 1 betel nut, 1 banana, 1.25 rupees dakshana. 1 rupee, 25 paise. Understand? Listen. All the local people had a tremendous love and respect for me because from the time they know me, I'll be always with these sadhus, sannyasis, shivacharyas. Understand? Each Shivacharya of Arunachaleshwara temple is my guru. I grew up from their feet dust. Actually, when they come out of the temple, when they come out of the Garbha Mandir after doing Abhishekam, we cannot touch their feet. But the feet water will be there after they walk. I'll touch that feet water and apply it on my head. I feel still that punya is only saving my head. Paramashiva's grace. Understand? Paramashiva is protecting me because of all their blessings. So listen now. The villagers have seen me. They have seen me learning Mantra Shastra from Narayana Swami. Because all these people they have lived a transparent, open life in public. Narayana Swami Tata never had his own ashram. He used to live in small Ganesha temple in Tiruvannamalai street. And Mauna Swami, Narayana Swami lived in the Terku Katta Gopuram, means the tower which was in front of, inside the Tiruvannamalai Gopuram. So, Raghupati Yogi lived in Kirtiga Mandapam. Kuppammal lived in near Pavalakkundru, small house next to Isakki Swamigal's house. So they all know I was at the feet of Isakki Swami, Kuppammal, Raghupati Yogi, Narayana Swami Tata, all these great Siddhas, Rishis, Munis. And I learned from all of them have blessed me with the whatever enlightenment, spiritual science they had. Mantra Shastra, Vedanta, Agama, Vastu, Jnana, whatever, yoga, whatever they all had, they blessed me with all that. The local villages, they know. Local Tiruvannamalai people, they know. So they feel that I know the science. Any spiritual science, any help they ask, this is what totally. 2 வெத்தலை, ஒரு பாக்கு, ஒரு வாழைப்பழம், 1.25 ரூபா தட்சணை. 2 betel leaf, 1 betel nut, 1 banana, and 1 rupee 25 paise dakshina. Whole day I'll spend and give them every possible spiritual solution and support. They can come in bicycle and pick me up. I'll sit in the backside carrier, go personally, attend whether Vastu problems or any other Mantra Shastra or any other teaching yoga or giving initiation or teaching some Vedanta, anything. Understand? Again and again, whenever I remember, my eyes become watery about the ecosystem of Arunachala. Every dust in Arunachala hill, every dust in that Arunachala village, I bow down to it. Pranamami muhurmuhu. Pranamami muhurmuhu. The ecosystem which Arunagiri Yogeshwara manifested, I tell you, even my health, I'm 41. I'm so confident I'm going to live at least next 200 years. It is just because the ecosystem of Arunachala taught me right eating. Not only I never tasted non-veg, never had interest. I did not even need to fight or control myself to be away from non-vegetarian food. Understand? See, non-vegetarian is not just a food. It is a culture, core beliefs you have. Somebody who eats non-vegetarian food, meat, cannot love a pet. Understand? It is a hypocrisy. What? You will kill a calf and cow and bull and eat, but you will caress the dog? It is the core beliefs. Because never tasted non-veg, never had interest, never even need to fight to be vegetarian, by its own nature, the core cognition, Akshaya Guna, became ahimsa, non-violent way of existence. It is not just about tongue, it is about the cognition, core of what you are.